Hey guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a Capricorn reading, and I'm not going to date my readings anymore just because it's like really unrealistic for me in my life right now. They're very rarely posted on Sunday like I want them anyways. Um, and B, any energy's not linear, so I do talk about the like current astrology in my videos, but it's just energy enhancing like a cycle that's playing out, right? So where you are in that cycle looks differently for all of us. We all have our own process of evolution through these cycles and clearing and culminations. Somebody watching this could be like, oh yeah, that happened like 2 years ago, and then somebody else like it could totally not resonate, but then like they're hitting this energy like a year from now, right? It just depends. Um, we're all different, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, this is for Capricorn. Woo, that's so funny. I was like totally thinking that the buffalo, like it just came to my mind for some reason when I was shuffling. So we'll see if it comes out. Yeah, we'll see what's up. My cappies. I hope you're doing okay. I have a Capricorn stellium, including Saturn, in my chart. Whew. Big sigh of relief. I just am wrapping up my Saturn return right now. So the last like 3 years have been really intense for me. A lot of lessons, a lot of transformation. But if you're a Capricorn, especially if you have Saturn in your chart, again, if this is the future, just take what resonates, okay? Uh, you're probably feeling a lighten of the load, or if you have been resisting cycles, maybe like karma's playing out for you right now. Just depending on your energy and what you're going through. Okay, so it's funny. Did I say Beau Daddy? Because I'm pretty sure, like, I thought Beau Daddy, like, what's up with my Beau Daddies? This is the my Beau Daddy card of this deck on the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. In this deck, the animals are characterized by elements, the four elements in the physical plane, and then the fifth element of ether, spirit. And it's relating to our seven chakras, our energy points connected to spirit, right? This is powerhouse energy. This is the solar plexus right here. It's like our personal power center of expression, how we project from the center balance point of all our seven chakras. It's kind of like an all-knowing energy. Like, think of a dragon, like that's Beau Daddy as fuck, right? Like, it's very Capricorn-esque because you guys are great at, manipulating the physical plane, grounding, projecting, that personal power. You guys can be quite good at that. Dragon's like a fortress in itself, and, it's quite often like protecting its treasure, right? But it's all about personal power. And then underneath that, we have the golden egg, which is the heart chakra. Very nice energy. These two are like manifestation powerhouse centers. We manifest from the heart, but we can experience a lot of blockages with that if we're not acting out of our personal power, or we have like solar plexus issues where we're not showing up properly in our energy, right? It is the center chakra. So yeah, very interesting, very powerful. This is the underlying energy moving you guys this week. What you're projecting out of the heart space and the solar plexus. Very powerful. Beau Daddy. Kind of hot. Earth energy, very much seeing that as you guys, but of course things change in these readings according to the clarifiers, so we'll see. We'll see how he's like, it's so funny because I was just talking about that personal power, and the elk is the divine masculine of the earth realm to the deer. So very reliable, steadfast, but very powerful. You can see he's actually connected to the sun, which is the heart, through the antlers there. He's all burnt up, but it is the element. That's the alchemical symbol for earth there. Again, the divine masculine, man or woman, we have both within us. And take it as it resonates, because I could be picking up on someone around you, right? Um, you know, so, and if it doesn't resonate, it's just not your energy. You don't need guidance at this time, or maybe you haven't hit this energy yet. But yeah, very strong masculine energy, again, man or woman. It's just giving and receiving of energy, right? You know, flowing through our chakras creates that flow, right? Or field. But yeah, very steadfast, powerful. It's all about personal power for you guys this week and manifesting from the heart space. Possibly struggling with that now. We have the fish. The fish is like a lost in the current energy, right? Like, think of like water signs. Like, think of water. It flows like according to gravity, right? It fills a space. It doesn't really have any direction of its own, right? It fills a container, you put it in, it follows gravity again, you know, um, you know, it's kind of a lost energy. It's like the opposite of this elk. This would be like if somebody was acting out of an imbalanced solar plexus energy. It would be this, right? Element of water. But then we have fire. We have the elephant. I love this card. It comes out actually quite a bit, which is, you know, it's like a force to be reckoned with, kind of like the dragon. But this is like actually, it's like with the trunk, the elephant clears, right? Or it stands in your way. So this is all about an obstacle, either creating one and then you have to swim around it like the fish, or it clears one away with that trunk, right? Think of an elephant. If an elephant stands in front of you and decides like you shall not pass, then you shall not pass. You're not getting around an elephant. You're not going through an elephant's path if it decides it doesn't want to move, right? And with that trunk, it could literally knock you off your feet, right? Like that fish. So I do see you guys having this redirect of possibly feeling kind of lost or overwhelmed, again, with Saturn finally moving. Again, if the astrology is not applicable, that's just the energy playing into this cycle, which you might not hit this point in this cycle yet, or you might have already passed it. It's just feeding into this energetic cycle right now. But I see this very much as like the fish very aimless, directionless, and then the elephant's like, okay, pick a path, like this is your path now, and then really stepping into your personal power, maybe a sense of knowing what to do now with that elk, right? Also I'm getting protective energy off this too, like the masculine protective. So let's look at the fish, start there. Hangman, some of you guys have Pisces in your chart or are dealing with a Pisces. Temperance, Sagittarian energy, Justice, Libra, all major arcanas, the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. Wow, every single card I'm cutting to. Ooh, Five of Cups though. Pretty heavy hitting energy with that dragon and elephant, and the elk is very, very strong masculine earth energy as well. A very dominant energy, but then again, you know, the first thing I heard when I started this reading was Beau Daddy, right? I'm pretty sure I said it, but I was going to, and I was like, that's not appropriate. I don't know. Yeah, so, okay. You guys have a really good sense of humor, though. Oof, High Priestess and Tower, oof. Big energy for you guys this week, or currently, wherever you are in this cycle. As you're watching this, the fish, whoa, King of Swords, whoa, okay. The King of Swords is very, very logical, you know, it's like the opposite of the fish. So again, with that, like, directionless, like, the King of Swords knows what he wants, he knows how, he communicates very clearly, very logistically, very factually. So I'm curious to see why that's coming out with that directionless, lost in the current energy. Anything else for the fish from this deck? Anything else for the fish from this deck? Okay, the world, a new cycle, a new path. You're being diverted here. Whoa, someone's bringing a cup forward. Look at that. Could be spirit with that cloud, and that elephant is very indicative of spirit, and we have two chakras are the underlying energy here, so very curious. Could be Pisces, that's Piscean energy. Fixed energy, Leos, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. This is like the end of the tarot. It's like a massive, massive cycle. Typically opening up can be very new, like the world, like everything the world has to offer, right? Can be travel too with that fish. Could be travel for sure. See what the cycle is all about with that King of Swords. Is very interesting energy. And the world is kind of, cycle is looking at this King of Swords. The elephant could be you, right? Remember how I said like time to pick a direction, right? The King of Swords communicates. He also cuts away. He carves a path. And the cycle is looking at the King of Swords like, what are you gonna do? Like, you gonna say it? You gonna pick a path? So the elephant could be you, for sure. I've seen the Tower twice now. This is kind of like my Tower card. This and the Panther card are like, both fire too, are kind of like my Tower cards of this deck. Oh, my deck just sounded weird. Did you guys hear that? It made like a weird farty noise. Okay. That was awkward. Alrighty. King of Swords. Wow. Laying down the law. Like communicating big time. I'm seeing that as, oof. With the Six of Cups. Like that's like, with the cups, there's water here. There's the presence of water. But the King of Swords is very kind of steadfast like that elk. The world. Okay, 2 more shuffles for Capricorn. King of Cups. The Empress. Oh, I'm feeling 1 more shuffle. 10 of Wands. That's cyclical energy. All right, why the King of Swords with this cycle? Again, picking a direction very decisively. Page of Coins. Ooh. This is like communication with that King of Swords, but it's very youthful. It's very like new communication. Yeah, I'm curious to see why that's coming out. It can be like an olive branch, especially with that communicative sword energy. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The world is Aquarius energy too, so you could have Aquarius in your chart or be dealing with an Aquarian. Page of Coins, though, that's like, I just heard new venture, especially with that world energy. Ooh, harmonious foundations and celebration. Wow, this is like very fun. This is like fun energy. Fun energy. Ooh, moving down from the 5 though. Ooh, and the Hierophant with that world energy too. So some of you guys have Taurus in your chart or dealing with a Taurus. What's under that? The Ace of Coins. Ooh, new. There's the Emperor under that. That's pretty fucking Beau Daddy. This is like laying down the law energy too. It's like your morals, your standards, traditions, can be institutions. You guys are a very institutional sign, I find, because, you know, this is kind of like the patriarchy, and Saturn, your ruler, rules like all those things. With this Ace of Pentacles, very nice though, like very new energy and going into it very strong. I feel like you guys are putting your foot down on something that feels like this, and you're taking your pentacle and you're moving to this. So either bringing balance to a situation with communication, or like that fish, again, it's very like wishy, it's like going with the current energy, right? And this is like conflict and strife, and then there's this like Hierophant energy stepping in, divine masculine energy to the High Priestess that we saw in the shuffle. Kind of laying down the law, moving off into this Ace with that fresh Page of Pentacles energy, dropping down from this conflict and strife or competition, or just like with that fish energy, you know, it's like very directionless, can be. Okay, so I see that Hierophant, King of Swords energy is the elephant, so let's look at that next. The elephant, ooh, Queen of the King of Swords, with that 4 of Wands, just saying. Ooh, 7 of Swords, though. Alright, 4 of Wands. Okay, 1 more shuffle for the elephant. Ooh, Justice. Woo! Libran energy with that Sword of Truth. Elephant for Capricorn, please. Whoa! Reciprocal, very balanced energy with that wow. And here's you guys, whoa, with the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this is manifesting as a soul contract, soulmate relationship. This is cups coming together with that Knight of Cups energy. Soulmates, we have a lot of them, so don't get too hung up on that. It can be friends, even can be work. With the Four of Wands, like this looks like love, like a relationship coming in, trying to be had here, being manifested from a very single, independent. I heard wealthy. It is that, but it's more about self-worth, like wealth in like security in all arenas. And then there's this Two of Cups and this very stable, I'm seeing this as you guys in that elk, very powerful energy, giving and receiving, very beautiful with that King to the Queen of Swords we saw. I don't know what came out yet other than an Ace of Cups. Woo! Relationships are really, really impacted at this time. Again, if the astrology is not relevant anymore, it's just what's affecting this cycle that you're, like right now as I'm speaking, but it's still the same cycle that you're working through, right? But we just had a full moon in Pisces with that fish energy in the world. It's culminations of cycles. Pisces, very romantic, compassionate, loving, feelsy sign. And then Venus just moved out of Cancer, which is also very feeling, and the opposite sign to you guys. So in that transit, it's moving into Leo, which is action and fire, and it's also a very loving energy. It is the sun, right? Like the solar plexus, right? And the heart with that Beau Daddy and heart space energy. Cancer is the opposite sign of you guys. It's the matriarch to the patriarch. Remember how I said like that is the patriarch, the Hierophant kind of. Ace of Cups, Piscean energy or Cancer, the Tower. I knew that was going to come out. The Seven of Cups. Whoa, this is that fish energy. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. Okay, this reading's very, very fucking clear cut. That's the fish. Remember, the directionless. What am I doing? Where am I going? Ooh. And you guys would have been feeling that with Capricorn, Saturn retrograding through Capricorn. It's your ruler at home in Capricorn, or Saturn, sorry. You know, and it was retrograding, kind of wreaking havoc, creating a lot of pressure to wrap up cycles or learn lessons or clear out karma. This is confusion. Oof, just big time. When those two come out together, it's that fish, like total lack of clarity, confusion, illusion going on here. And then this elephant's coming in, the Tower. What did I say? Big time to clear away that confusion, and it's in the heart space. That's one cup. Typically, it's with that Two of Cups, it's totally like appearing as a relationship coming together. It can be self-love, it can be healing, but it's the start of a new cup cycle, which is our emotions, right? Our feels. I just said 1818 on the clock. I don't know why I felt compelled to look at the time there. So very nice. We like that. With that Tower, like it's like a clearing away of that confusion big time. That elephant, I knew that was going to come out. That's very good. Very good. Probably has a lot to do with Saturn. Just saying again, if you're working through this in the future, it's just the energy impacting this cycle right now, and you may not have hit that. We all work through this evolution differently. That Six of Pentacles, very reciprocal and harmonious. It's like a gift sometimes too with that Page of Coins. You might actually be giving a gift to someone, or you could be receiving a gift. But very heart spacey. Ooh, there's that Knight of Cups. Ooh, coming forward with that cup is juicy. Very juicy. I like it. There's a lot of clarity coming in here. Ooh, you're really stepping into your power, guys. I feel it with that King of Wands. Very passionate, confident energy with that elk burning up from the heart space. Whew. Damn. I'm like seeing in my mind like a really sexy Capricorn. I don't know who that is, but I'm like seeing like a sexy Capricorn. Okay, Six of Pentacles again. Wow, totally could be a gift. Look at that. The gift could also be clarity for you because with that confusion energy, right? The gift could be from the universe with that elephant energy. Look, he's like gifting fire to that elk that's all lit up in the heart space in the sun. Gifting fire. Very nice. I've never heard that before on that card. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. The Tower. It's just the Tower. Okay, we knew that. Yeah, it could be spirit, like gifting you this clarity in the heart space, especially with that Saturn finally moving. That's too many, please. Show me clearly. We still have the elk to clarify, and the reading is running out of time. I'm really struggling to keep them half an hour, which is pretty pathetic. Just saying. Wow. Ooh, the Emperor, Beau Daddy. Beau Daddy, Beau Daddy. Defending, you could be defending this like he knows what he's defending here, right? He's got that scepter. Aries, Taurian energy, divine masculine, very masculine, King of Swords, elk, divine masculine, very Beau Daddy energy, just saying, very masculine, go get him. Again, man or woman, we hold, but this is just taking charge, right? And defending something. Big time. As that elk, see how the elk is like defending something in your heart space, some kind of clarity that's come into your heart space here. So we'll look at the elk next. Very divine soul connection. If this is manifesting, again, it could just be healing, and that clarity in your heart space is allowing you to come into alignment with your masculine and feminine here with that Six of Pentacles. Very reciprocal. I want to record a video on this because I keep talking about giving and receiving to yourself. What does that look like? A really great example of that is in one of the readings. The person who I was tapping into, I think it was the collective actually, which is pretty fitting. They were having a hard time allowing themselves. They were getting really frustrated at a lack of recognition for their hard work. But they weren't, like some of the collective I was tapping into wasn't allowing themselves to be recognized for that work because they weren't speaking their truth. So that's one example of what giving and receiving to ourselves looks like, right? First of all, allowing ourselves to speak our truth confidently, like the Emperor, Beau Daddy. Allowing ourselves to receive healing in situations like that. Or just self-care, is big. But just like that's speaking to alignment, but for some of you, this is like a tangible Emperor moving for his Empress here with that elk energy, that divine masculine energy. Tell me about the elk for Capricorn. Oh, that's too many. Oh, okay, it's the Emperor, so I'll keep it. Competition, conflict, strife. Again, moving down to the 4, harmony. Wow, holy fuck. Wand. All fire with that elk energy. Very powerful with that Beau Daddy. Conflict, competition, strife, which again we already knew from before. Moving down out of that with the fish, picking a direction, this Tower moment. Persevering. This could be a connection that, was lost or you've been connected to for a while, but like he's persevering in that energy. Like it's nearing the end of the wand cycle. I did see the 10 of Wands. It's actually right here underneath the Empress, right? Or that confusion could have been going on for a long time, but here's that defending energy. Defending this relationship, defending your personal power, maybe defending your right to heal, especially if this requires like opening up a new cycle or walking away from something. But this is like taking control, big time. Like that elk, it is that elk. I see that as you guys, big time. So tell me about this Emperor spirit. Again, the Empress, that, Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, just saying. Going for your harmony here. Ooh, soul contracts. Again, relationships are really hugely impacted at this time. That's a lot of fire. We do have a lot of fire going on. Mars is in retrograde in Aries. Queen to the King of Swords. Wow. Queen to the King of Swords. This defensive energy might be this feminine energy for sure. Because this emperor is very much trying to defend here with that personal power. It's like with that king of swords and coming into that clarity, it's like he knows. He knows now, right? You know, he's like really willing to fight. That's why this is coming out. Willing to fight, willing to persevere to have this new cycle open up with this empress. You might meet this person and they're instantly like, yo, I will fight for this. And this queen's like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? Very interesting, but he definitely knows. There's the Hierophant laying down the law. Why is the Queen of Swords to the King coming out here, Spirit? If you're an emperor and you're approaching a feminine energy with this Two of Cups trying to come together, you're bringing your cup here, offering. Could be a gift from you too. Honesty. You need to be real honest, especially with that fire and passion, right? That needs to be tempered with logical communication. With this Ace of Pentacles and the Empress again. Wow, very stable and single and independent, very beautiful, abundant energy. This Empress is sitting in, wow, and there's a Page of Wands communicating this offer. That's very clear-cut reading, you guys. That's totally what this is. But she's sitting in, whoever this queen is, you or the other person is sitting in Queen of Swords energy. So you have to match that in your case. You're the emperor. If this is you or vice versa, but you hold dominion over all the elements, right? You have to not get too hot-headed or passionate with your communication. You have to be very logical too. Again, it's hard to temper logic with passion, but you have to be really honest in this because you're, the Chariot, victory, 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 moving in for victory, coming in for the Empress, but you have to match in that sword element of being very honest, you know. So best of luck, you guys. Take care.